So I had Alex Myers from Golf Digest on the show last week, and he was shocked to know that here in Canada, I'm in the Toronto area, LIV's on TV. It's
Yes,
on right.
Ryan Barath pointed that. Ryan Barath, our senior equipment writer, pointed that out to us a couple weeks ago.
So yeah, I get to watch it now. They played it on delay here, kind of next day, but normally Saturday afternoons, I can sit and pick and choose whether I watch, LIV on CHCH. Now, the reason why is CHCH, it's not affiliated with the two major networks. We have Bell and Rogers here in Canada. So CHCH is just an independent. And so that's why they've been able to pick up the rights. But, just announced last week, LIV and Fox Sports have announced this partnership. Just your thoughts on how you see this working or maybe not working, and is Fox the right place for them?
Well, so for the U.S. rights, Fox is the only major network that doesn't carry golf at this point. Between ABC / ESPN, NBC, CBS, and Fox. Fox gave up the U.S. Open during the pandemic because they didn't want to broadcast the fall U.S. Open, gave the contract back to NBC, and Fox was just starting to really get into the gear with their golf coverage. Now, the flip side of that is Greg Norman was fired by Fox after one U.S. Open. So it's interesting, how the tables have turned and where we are now 7 years later, with Fox potentially getting back into broadcasting. The real interesting thing is that allegedly, according to Eamon Lynch's report, is that LIV, and they've denied this now, LIV is set to pay Fox for the broadcasting rights. That's pretty rare when you talk about a major sports league. Now, there are costs that like the LPGA will handle when their events are broadcast. The Corn Ferry Tour will handle when their events are broadcast. The No Laying Up guys discussed this a couple of episodes ago, and how it's not unheard of in golf. It's just unheard of when you have the level of star power that they do have. And they do have some star power when it comes to Dustin Johnson, Abraham Answer, Cam Smith, Jaco Niemann. So
Phil Mickelson.
Phil Mickelson,
Yeah.
a major champion from,
Yeah.
less than 15 months ago, 16 months ago, which is crazy to think about. But that he is, where he is in his career, but we can get to that later if you want. But I think the other interesting thing is that they're responsible for filling any advertising slots. I don't know how that would work. Do they then get the advertising money, or does Fox still get the advertising money? If Fox still get the advertising money, at that point, it's like, well, what is LIV even doing? Because they're on YouTube for free, and I think in the United States, and that seems easier than being on FS1 and having to fill it because they don't have any advertisers right now, and I'm not sure. Granted, Saudi money is everywhere. It's impossible to deny that, but I'm not sure who is going to sponsor them. We've heard rumblings. Will an OEM buy a team? That I think that's a big question. Will a gear manufacturer buy a team? Because right now, if Dustin Johnson's not playing in front of the typical audience of a PGA Tour event, I think it's around 500,000 a regular PGA Tour event, not during this kind of lull fall series. But how much is the front of his cap worth right now? I don't think it's worth nearly what TaylorMade thought it was when they last re-signed him.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I mean, like I said, we have a different point of view of it here in Canada because there are advertisers. There are, people are. I think it's that American sort of Saudi relationship that's kind of getting in the way. But I'm not sure the rest of the world views it like that. And I think, well, that's obviously been the hindrance, right? What TV executive, what advertising executive is going to be the first to go and do it. But I think once there's one or two, I think the floodgates will open.